Welcome to Twin Mythology.
And welcome to the podcast.
It's the show where we talk about stuff and things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please don't.
Yeah.
No, don't go. We're not going down that road.
We just talk about stuff and things.
Oh, God.
Talk to me, please.
Oh, it's so creepy. I don't even know what to say. Besides, like, ew.
What do you mean ill? It's the sexiest I've ever been.
Nah, man, the sexiest you ever were. 1995 on
Ew, God,
August
I
the 12th.
3 years old.
Yeah,
Fucking
you were
weirdo.
a sexy piece of shit.
We were the same age.
Yeah, that's I'm the only one who could say that.
Oh my God. When we were both 3 years old, you were like, damn, boy.
Yeah, man. You see my brother Dylan?
Piece of meat,
Because
dude.
damn. He
They were
got
like-
that schmeat.
Oh my God. Someone was like, get this fucking kid out of here. What the fuck is he talking about?
Like, why does this 3-year-old have a hype man? Like, what's going on? Just kick open the door. Y'all ready for some Dylan?
Why is this 3-year-old carrying a 40 around and just fucking hyping up his brother? What the hell is going on? Then I walk in, I'm like,
Hey, yo, it's Dylan. Pass my malt.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Good times. I remember back in the day, man, when we were 3 and just living life to the fullest.
I can't remember the fuck I was doing when I was 3. It was probably something really stupid.
Sounds about right.
It's probably something so dumb. Like if I could go back in time and like look at myself on this day in 1995, I would
Well,
be like,
how old were we when that one time we threw spaghetti everywhere?
I don't know, probably I don't like
2 or
I don't
3,
remember
right?
that happening.
I know it's a thing that happened, but like
It's definitely a thing that happened unless everyone was like fucking high as shit that day and was like hallucinating spaghetti on the walls. I've heard enough times about this thing.
If I had a time machine,
I just want to know who the fuck started it. It was probably
that's
you.
what I want to know too. Yeah,
It's
got
got
a
to
time
be
machine
you, dude.
anymore, guys.
Pull off the research.
Call it off. I figured it out. The code's been cracked.
It was me all along.
I am the spaghetti monster.
I am the spaghetti man. Yeah, it was definitely you. What are you talking
Come
about?
cleanse yourself in the spaghetti.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was definitely my idea. I mean, it had to be, right? You would never have been like, "Hey, Devin, let's go chuck some spaghetti around." Like, I'd have
Yeah,
been like,
like
"What?"
literally never. I would have been like, "Hey, Devin, let's go clean the kitchen."
Let's go help mom out around the house.
Let's go do some. Let's go bless some people.
I'm just like, "Hey, Dylan."
Devin's like, if it doesn't include spaghetti on the walls, I'm not fucking
want it.
doing it.
I will not be there.
You can count me the fuck out.
And I haven't changed at all. If there ain't spaghetti there, I don't want it.
Do you actually like spaghetti? Because I am totally like fucking ambivalent.
Yeah, it's sort of like one of those things that you have so much in your life that it's just like, oh, cool, spaghetti.
Yeah.
Unless the sauce is like homemade. you
Yeah,
know what
I will
mean?
say that. Maria's brother, Evan, makes like this bomb fucking pasta sauce, and he'll like put on his headphones and he'll be over this like slaving over the stove for like 5 hours, and like he just goes into like this like fucking spaghetti sauce mode. uses like every single fucking pan in the
He's sitting there like
kitchen.
stirring violently. That's why they call me the sauce boss.
Seriously, I'm like, oh shit! Don't fucking talk to Evan when he's making his sauce, homie. Like, but it's good. It's good as fuck. I'm like, I eat
Yeah.
it, and I'm like, dude, this is. I could just eat the sauce like by itself.
Oh yeah. So when sauce is that good, I would I would almost rather just like have it as like some sort of weird soup.
Yeah, like I don't fucking need the noodles anymore. Like the noodles,
Yeah.
that's just like a side piece now. That's just like the,
Yeah.
the vessel for this sauce. I don't
Just
fucking
fuck
need
me
that
up with
shit.
that sauce, dog.
Yeah. No, it's like a million times better than fucking Prego.
I mean, yeah, it's true. Newman's Own makes a good spaghetti sauce if you're looking for something quick and easy.
That's because Paul Newman is a fucking legend.
That's true. This is also true.
He makes good pasta sauce. He makes good sauce.
He makes good sauce. He also makes good sauce, and he's also pretty good at making sauce.
And if you haven't, check out his sauce if you can. It's pretty fucking good.
No, for real. Check out his pineapple, the Newman's Own pineapple salsa.
Oh, his pineapple sauce
that shit is
fucking delicious.
Why are we like plugging Newman's Own right now?
I don't know. Newman, hit me up, dude.
Hit me up, dude. We need that free sauce.
I need that sponsorship, dude. Give me that sauce money. I know
If
you
you hit us
fucking
up with
got
the
it.
sauce, man, we will tell all of our 12 listeners to eat that shit up.
Yeah, and they will because
You'll make so much more money. I know you're dead, but you'll still make money, dog.
all my sauce.
I know it
salts out
all.
there.
I know it all goes to charity, but it's still, you're still.
Yeah, it does
making
actually all
money.
go to charity. So I don't know why the fuck we're even. I'm not trying to get their money.
I'm just trying to give to charity. That's my. I'm just gonna make that my reason.
Yeah, instead of
So-
hey Newman, instead of giving all your proceeds to charity, give us some money for a sponsorship, and then we'll give that money to charity.
Yeah, it still goes to charity.
Yeah, it'll
And
still
that
get
way
there.
you get to support your local twins.
Yeah, there you go. It's a win fucking win. Nope.
Nope.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Nope, that's never gonna happen.
Oh, well, yeah, definitely not. But one can dream for the sauce.
Oh God, please don't ever say that again.
Wait, you don't want to dream for the sauce,
No,
dog?
come on. Yeah, my saucy dreams.
Oh, dude, see when you put it that
No,
way.
see, well, that's what you said.
No,
I just
that's
said
not
it in a
what I
different
said.
fucking way.
No, you said
No, don't even
saucy
fucking
dreams.
do it.
No, you fucking went there.
Hey,
I
bud.
did not fucking take it there.
Hey, bud. Hey,
Yeah,
bud.
what? Say it.
Hey,
Say
bud.
it.
Knock
Say
it
it.
off, bud.
Oh, okay, yeah, he said it. Shit.
Fuck, dude. Man, you really want
Yeah,
to
fuck out of here with your saucy dreams. No one wants a part of that shit.
Who you?
But
or
you can
me?
dream of the sauce. It's different.
Yeah, is that what you meant?
What the fuck did you think I meant? You perverted fucking sicko.
Jesus.
You dirty, disgusting animal.
Someone had a fucking rough week.
God, it's only Wednesday.
Yeah, it is. We're recording this on a Wednesday, so January 20th. Hope you guys caught the inaugurations, or at least part of it. It was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, well, I was kind of watching it on the side at work. I obviously couldn't like have the volume on, so I was just kind of like, haha, cool.
It was pretty cool. I mean, the moment like showed like Joe Biden's first like presidential like tweet or whatever, he was like, oh, he's basically like, oh, I'm headed to the Oval Office to like sign all these executive orders to actually, fucking help people. And I was like, oh, I felt so much like relief. And I was like, oh, thank God, Jesus. Like,
I would have loved it if he gave his speech and then like literally walked like 2 feet over to a desk and just sat down and started signing executive, just like that instant gratification.
yeah, and it's like as soon as he took his hand off the Bible, he was just like, all right,
Let's
Gotta
go,
get to
boys. This pen got enough ink in it. We're gonna be here a while.
Yeah, like 5 pens. Like, damn. No, it was pretty cool. I'm excited.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, Joe wasn't my first pick, but it's
Yeah,
fucking.
well.
He's better than the Clementine King.
I've literally, in all the 4 years of this BS, I've never heard that one.
Clementine King.
I've never heard that one. Like, that's one I've never heard. And I like, I like getting creative with my insults. So, like, thank you.
Well, there you go, man. There you fucking go. One's on the house. All right, tell your friends. All right, guys. Welcome to episode 5 of Twin Mythology, where we will
It's
be
episode
talking.
5. Sorry.
Did you just fucking cut me off? No, no, you go, because it's obviously more important, right? What you had to say.
It's episode 5.
Yeah, oh my god, that's it. That's all you had to say.
I was just agreeing with you.
Fucking cut me off to agree with me, Jesus.
Yeah, dude, I do that on a daily basis.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, fucking tell me about it. Oh, it makes me want to like just bury my head in sand, like hot beach sand. Oh my god, the kind of sand you can cook eggs on.
That doesn't sound good.
Sandy eggs.
Sandy.
All right, episode 5. All right, Devin.
Yep. I'm like afraid to say anything now. Like, yes,
We're gonna be.
episode-
See, how's that feel when I cut you off? We're
so
gonna.
good.
Oh fuck, dude.
You're sorry. All right. No, fucking just do it, dude. Say it with your chest.
Episode 5, Wild at Heart. We're going to be talking about it. It's a movie from 1990 by David Lynch with Nicolas Cage, Willem Dafoe, and Laura Dern.
You have no idea how hard it was not to say anything. The whole
Yeah,
time.
I
I wanted
know.
to be like, yes, that's the one. We watched it.
Yeah, man, he's right. All right, so Wikipedia, I'll just read you the quick like synopsis of this movie, then we'll just like fucking get into it. Wikipedia says about Wild at Heart. It tells the story of Sailor Ripley, who is played by Nicolas Cage, and Lula Pace Fortune, played by Laura Dern, a young couple from Cape Fear, North Carolina, who go on the run from Lula's domineering mother and gangster she hires to kill Sailor.
Yeah, this movie is fucking insane.
This movie was actually insane. I've never, up to this point in my life, I've never seen a David Lynch movie, so I didn't really know like what people were referring to when they were like called something like Lynchian. Like he has his own like genre.
Oh my, yeah. I mean, like, I get that. Like, I've never heard of that phrase before. Like, I understand it now, though, because it's like a whole new level of like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird to be weird for like no other reason than just to be strange. Like there were so many moments in this movie where I was just like, wait, what? Like so
Yeah,
many
exactly.
like so many like little like characters like kind of off to the side in certain scenes that were just like, what? Like there was the one scene where they're like in Sailor and Lula are like in a club and this guy starts like doing this Donald Duck voice thing.
Oh yeah, they fucking. I just want to know what the fuck is going because they go to New Orleans. That's in New Orleans.
Yeah.
They go there because Lula has this like weird this like obsession with the city.
Yeah.
And like, what the fuck are they doing in New Orleans, man? There's like
fucking-
three of those characters that I remember just in the time, just in like the day or two they spend there.
Yeah.
Like there's just like these multiple characters that like do nothing for the fucking story. They're just fucking weird. They're just weird for weirdness sake.
Yeah,
You got Donald Duck Man.
Yeah,
Yeah, that, like-
they're literally at like a jazz bar, and they're sitting, Sailor sitting at the bar, and this guy comes up, and they kind of like look at each other like they're about to have a conversation. He goes, just like making these weird fucking noises that I've never heard a human being make.
It did not sound human at all.
And then Sailor just kind of looks at him like what? And then he just keeps making these noises, and then like the scene is like over. And I was just like okay,
yeah, when
they never see that character again. Like he never shows. It's not like he like shows up again. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm actually like a real dude, and I'm some kind of weird mystical man here to guide you on your journey. Like no, he literally never shows up ever again in the whole entire fucking movie.
And then when they're like pulling into New Orleans, Like there's these two guys walking down the street, and the dude's like I want to say he's like scatting or beatboxing, but he like wasn't. He was just like making noises, and they weren't like. And he was like walking next to this dude who was like taller than him. He's like wearing this white hat, and the dude was like pointing at his hat, and he was just going like beep boop bop bop beep boop bop. Like it wasn't really scat or anything because it didn't sound like that. It just sounded like some idiot making noises.
Yeah, he's just walking. Yeah, he's just walking down the street.
And like the dude that like is wearing the hat he's pointing at, is just like laughing at him like it's funny. Like honestly, I don't even care. I don't even care if like one of my best friends in my entire life did that to me. I'd be like, shut the fuck up. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'd be like, dude, knock it off. Not here.
Like, I might be like
in public.
I might like roll my. I wouldn't be like mad at them. I would just be like, "What the fuck is What are you doing?
Yeah,
like, are you stop?
Are you okay, man?
Like, yeah. Do I need to take you somewhere? Like,
do you remember the one scene where Sailor and Ripley stop at this gas station to refuel, and no, Sailor and Lula. Sorry, Sailor Ripley and Lula Fortune stop at this gas station. And there's like this dude there who's just like kind of snapping his fingers along with like the radio.
Yeah, and he's like, just chilling. It's like they're in like the middle of butt fuck nowhere at that point, right?
Yeah, and she's like Lula's kind of like dancing, like kind of she's like sitting in their drop top convertible, just kind of like doing these moves, and he's just like looking at her, like not really saying anything. He's just kind of like, oh yeah, just like snapping his fingers.
Yeah, that was I didn't know what the hell that was,
and he was like smiling at her, all creepy, but she like loved it. I was like, I don't like this.
Yeah, for real life, I'd be like, don't fucking stare at my girl like that. Like,
yeah.
What are you? I'm like, you want a picture? Like,
yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you
doing? And I think this is like a great way for this movie. It had a great setup for David Lynch to kind of show off his weirdness, because it's like a road trip movie, right? Like, so like Sailor and Lula are literally running away to like California from North Dakota.
Carolina, dude.
I always get mixed. North Carolina.
How, dude?
I don't know, dude. In my notes, I wrote North Dakota, and I just keep saying.
You even
North
wrote
Dakota.
it down?
Yeah, man, I wrote it down. What's up?
It's like one thing to be wrong about something just when you say it, but to actually be like, yeah, that's it. Right now.
I was wrong. It's wrong all the time. Not just saying it wrong, just wrong. All right, North Carolina. So they go from North Carolina to California. They're running away from Lula's mom, who wants to kill Sailor because he's like, I guess he's like a bad boy. And yeah, so I think that's a great setup for like David Lynch to introduce all these weird fucking characters, because like they're just like going from place to place to place to place. So we can have
that's like a perfect recipe for any sort of like strange ass movie. Just send them on a road trip. That way they can meet the most random fucking people, and
that had nothing to do with the story.
Yeah, it doesn't have to do anything for the story. It's just like they're just meeting random. I mean, has you ever been on an actual road trip? Sometimes you do run into fucking weird ass people.
Yeah, dude. Like when I was driving from Philly to Colorado, like Jesus Christ. Oh my god, there's some weird people out there, man. Like you kind of
you got to drive through like the fucking sticks to get there.
Oh man, dude. Like when you live in a city for so long, you kind of forget that there's like other people in America. And that it's so fucking huge, and like everyone's so different from each other.
So fucking different. It's insane.
And it's cool. Like I find it super fascinating. But like, there's some, once you get out in the middle of fucking nowhere, man, like there's some strange characters.
They really are. Sometimes in a really bad way, and sometimes they're just sometimes they're just a little weird, you know.
Yeah.
But they're cool at the same time.
Yeah, I remember I was at a gas station in like Montana, or no, in Wyoming. Or was it, where the fuck was it? God, no, it wasn't Wyoming. It wasn't Montana. Shit, where was it? Hold up.
North Dakota?
Oh my god, no, it was actually North Carolina. Kansas.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I was in a gas station at Kansas in my big ass moving truck, and I like pulling out from the pump, I like hit the barrier, of like the and like totally bent in like the side of the truck. And instantly, like all these fucking, like I was in the middle of nowhere, Kansas, and like mom was with me, and like all these fucking people just started like crowding around. Like this cop came, and they were all just fucking weird. And like there's this one guy and this lady that like had this big like trailer they were like hauling around, and he comes up and he's like, "I hate when that happens." I was like, "Do you do this all the time?" I was like, "This is my. I've just got my cherry pots. Like this is my first time." But you telling me this is like a regular fucking thing for you? Like
seriously.
He's like, "Hi, yeah, I do. I hate when that." I'm like you free. Like, are you saying you've seen it a lot, or it just happens to you?
I hate when I fucking run my car into the gas pump. It's the 6th time this week.
Yeah, like, oh man, that kind of blows. And I was like, this should never happen more than once. But yeah, so
that's one of those things that would happen to me, and then I would go out of my way to make sure it never happened again.
Oh yeah,
I don't care if I'd have to get someone like outside of the car, like be like, "All right, you got some room," like.
Yeah, I mean, the next couple times we stopped for gas and stuff. I had like mom like help me back up.
Yeah, exactly.
And I went like super slow because I was like, I don't want to be that guy that I met in Kansas, because apparently this is just like a Saturday night for him. Just fucking weird.
Saturday, time to go ruin some gas stations.
Yeah. All right, not everyone in Kansas sounds like that, but
I know.
The cop who actually helped.
I just don't get to say yeehaw that often.
I know. The cop who helped me was from like Queens and like New York. And I was like, what are you doing literally in the middle of fucking nowhere, Kansas?
Like, how'd you love that shit, man?
Yeah, he did. He was like, I love it. And I was like, all right, I'm out of here, dude. Like, I'm not coming back here ever again. But yeah, like you meet just weird people, and like this whole movie is just full of those like little moments where they just run into like the strangest fucking people you could possibly imagine.
Oh yeah, just like the like weird. It's like weird. It would make. I definitely see why people don't fucking like this movie. Like it's not hard for me to see why there's a lot of people out there that think this movie is like fucking garbage, because
like if you don't like a weird movie, if you don't like weird things in movies, like if you're like kind of like a straightforward movie person, like if your favorite
movie is like Avengers or something, then don't
you're probably not gonna like this movie. Like it's just not gonna be if you don't like if to see like blood and like fighting and like stuff like that, like you're not gonna like it. If you don't like seeing sex scenes, like you're definitely not gonna like it.
Yeah.
Like so I can see why people don't like it. But if you like all of those things, then you'll fucking love it. Then it's your kind of.
You love sex and drugs and violence. It's for you, my man.
I loved Sailor Ripley's, Nicolas Cage's character, Sailor Ripley. I mean, he played like such a stereotypical bad boy. I mean, the guy like, it's just like smoked cigarettes like it was his fucking job. Like drove in like a muscle car.
Oh yeah, he says there's one part in the movie where him and Lula are talking about like when they started smoking cigarettes, and Lula's like, I don't know, maybe when I was 12. Which I mean, like, is it, if you've known anyone who's like been smoking cigarettes a long time, like that's not totally abnormal. Sure, no. It's not good. It's not good that you're smoking cigarettes at 12, but it's not completely unheard of. And then Sailor's like, I don't know. For me, I think it was when I was about 4.
Yeah, he's just like, I was 4.
I was 4 years old.
And then he goes on to say his like dad died of lung cancer and his mom died of like other smoking and drinking related illnesses. And I was like, damn, dude. But he's just like, yeah, I guess I was young. And I was like, oh my God.
Like, fucking 4-year-old just walking around with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth.
Oh my God. It was, I liked it though. It was like his character is just so great.
Oh, I would, yeah.
One of my favorite things about this movie was like how like when they smoked their cigarettes was usually after they had like sex. Yeah. And the sex was my favorite part of it. I'm just kidding.
And I gotta say,
and honestly, pretty good.
There were some scenes I watched like 15 times before moving on.
Oh my God. Slow-mo. But after that, it was like after they had sex, they would both smoke a cigarette. And the way David Lynch like used that moment to like progress the story and like use it as a symbolic moment was so cool. Like you heard the match clearly being lit. like you would see like a close up of the flame on the tip of the match, and then you would
Yeah,
see
like
a close up
every
of like
single
the
time.
cigarette like burning down, like every
Right.
time they did it, and then it would instantly transition into them having like a deep like post-coital deep conversation. Like it was really cool, and like the movie, it's just like so symbolic of like their love for like each other.
Yeah, I mean that's this movie. I mean, like when you read the Wikipedia thing, it's just like this is a dark comedy crime drama, but like fuck you, it's a love story. This is
Yeah.
100% a fucking love story.
Like
Like
Lula's
these.
mom like wants to kill Sailor, and that will and he's been through shit, and like he will not like let her go, and she won't
Oh,
let
he
him
will.
go.
He's not backing down. He's not
Like
like, damn, this woman hired a literal hitman to kill me. I should probably stop dating this girl. He's like, just try it. Try to get in between us. Like,
yeah.
see what fucking happens.
And they both say that. Like Sailor's like, I'm not letting anything come between us. And Lula's also like, I mean, at the end of the movie, she tells her mom, she's like, her mom calls her, and her mom's like, you will not pick up Sailor from like the prison, like you won't be with him. And she's like, Mom, if you get in the way of me and Sailor's happiness, I will literally rip your arms out by their roots.
That's literally what she says.
It's literally
She
what
says,
she says.
I will rip your fucking arms out by their roots.
Yeah, like she's like, they're not fucking around. Like Lula's mom does not want them to be together, but that's not gonna stop them.
No, Sailor and Lula are like intensely, deeply, passionately in love with each other. This isn't just some like summer fling. You know, they're not just like fuck buddies.
Yeah.
Like they are deeply, madly in love, and it's a beautiful thing.
I will say, like, what were some of your favorite moments from this movie? Like, what were some like the scenes? Like, give me like 2 scenes that like stuck out to you the most. I'll give you mine. I liked in the beginning of the movie when Sailor and Lula first go to their first like bar to go like dancing. You know?
Yeah.
So like they're in this like motel. They're talking, and Sailor's like, "Let's go dancing, baby," and like. They go.
Oh yeah. By the way, Sailor is very much like a fucking Elvis fan.
He's basically
like,
Elvis.
Yeah, like the way like Dylan's not just talking like that for shits and giggles. Like that's how the man talks in the movie.
That's
talks
how
like
exactly how
Elvis.
he talks. And so like they go to this club, and then you think it's gonna be like some like maybe some swing or like some like Elvis type music, because that's how
right.
he
That's
fucking
exactly
acts.
what I thought. Yeah.
And so they go to this club, and it's like it's like a heavy metal show. It's like this punk show they're at, and they're fucking like moshing, like going crazy.
Oh
and
yeah.
Sailor's got like this like snakeskin jacket on, and like these like dark undershirt, and like Lula's wearing like the basically like leather pants and like a bra, and they're just fucking like going at it, like punching the air.
They're like kick dancing, punching, moshing like crazy.
I've never seen anyone mosh like Sailor Ripley does. It's fucking incredible.
No, it's insanity. The man uses his whole entire body.
Yeah,
and his
but
legs are like insanely long.
Yeah, and like what I like about this scene though is like it kind of introduces you to like who they are. You know, like Sailor's like this wild, crazy, like they're wild at heart. I mean, like that's why this movie is called. I mean, it's based off a book, but like they're both very wild at heart, and they're wild for each other. And this movie shows that, like the way they're just moving around, they're dancing like crazy. And then someone else dances up on Lula, and Sailor Ripley like literally stops the entire fucking show. Like he puts his hand up to the stage, and like the band instantly stops playing. Everyone gets quiet. And he looks at this dude. He's like, I think you were dancing on the wrong girl. And the guy was like, fuck you. The guy's like, fuck you. What are you talking about? Like, mess with me. Like, fuck with me. And Sailor's like, I don't think you want a piece of this. Like, you better apologize. Like, and they weren't doing anything weird. Like him and this other guy, Lula and this other guy were just dancing. They weren't like fucking around. But Sailor's just like not having it.
Well, I mean, like he was like dancing all up on her, and like Lulu was clearly like uncomfortable.
Well, yeah. So he like, he stops the show. He like fucking calls this dude out. The guy's like, "What are you gonna do in this fucking snakeskin jacket? Like you look like a fucking clown." And which he kind of does, but like Sailor literally says this verbatim: "This is a snakeskin jacket. It's a symbol of my individuality and my belief in personal freedom." Which is like, he says it multiple times through the movie about this fucking jacket, but like
he loves that fucking jacket.
It perfectly encapsulates like who he is as a person. Like he's just he's his own individual self. He believes in personal freedom. He just wants to do what he wants to do, and like no one's gonna get in his way. And then after that, the guy apologizes to Lula, and then he fucking starts
Wait.
singing this Elvis song.
Well, he beats the dude up a little bit. He like
Oh, I mean-
forces him to apologize. He like punches him in the face, throws him on the ground, grabs him by like the back of the neck, and like is like apologize, like pretty much like
Yeah.
holds him like a puppet up to
Yeah.
Lula, and it's just like apologize.
Yeah, like he's like, apologize to her now. And then he's like, and then he fucking holds out his hand again. The guy, the lead singer of this band they're seeing, like gives him the mic, and he starts singing this Elvis song, and like all the girls there start like swooning, and like everyone's like super into it. And it's just like such a weird moment, but I just loved it so much. And of course, Lula's super into it. Like she's like, oh my God, she's like, this guy's so fucking great. And Nicolas Cage's character, he's just like fucking, he's up there belting out Elvis like a fucking champ. And I just fucking love that scene.
It's one of those like really weird, like what the fuck is happening scene.
Yeah.
Like those scenes happen a lot in this movie, but that's like definitely one of the war was like what? But I loved it. I did love that scene. Like just like he stops everything. He
Stops
shuts
the
the
whole
music
show.
down, the whole fucking show. And this band isn't even like, dude, what are you doing? Like we're trying to. They like totally respect him.
Oh yeah.
And stop the show and just like hand him the mic afterwards. Like, here you go. Like, we weren't just trying, our band just wasn't trying to play a show or anything. And he like tells the band what song to play. He's like, you guys play whatever song it was.
Yeah.
And they play it. Like,
Yeah. No fucking qualms. Like they're just
no,
like
no questions asked. Like, no, like, what? No, dude, this is our show. Shut the fuck up.
yeah, like get the fuck
Like-
out of here, you weirdo. In
They
real
just
life,
do it for him.
yeah, they're
And
just
like,
yeah, okay.
everybody in the room loves it.
Loves it.
There's not one person in that whole entire club that like it seems to have any problem that this random motherfucker just stopped the entire show they were there to see.
Zero problems. Like they're totally into it. They're like, this is actually what I came to see. Like I thought I wanted to see a heavy metal show, but like I actually wanted to hear Sailor Ripley sing some Elvis. I just didn't know it until he started doing it.
I mean, shit, neither did I.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I'm
It's
into this. Like, this is great.
Yeah, like, well, I wasn't even mad. I was like, damn, dude, this guy just did that shit.
But that was probably I mean, I had a lot of favorite moments in this movie, but I think that was like top 3. What about you?
I did like the opening scene.
Okay, where Sailor Ripley literally brutally he brutally beat me by me boat. He did me by boop. Boop boop.
Yes,
He brutally murders a man with his bare hands.
fucking hands. And like, that's not like why I love the scene. I mean, it's
It's
cool.
part of it. Come on,
it's part of it.
Be
I
real
mean,
with our
here.
listeners. Devin likes violence. That's just who he is.
Yeah, it was really cool, but it was also like it was also just a really cool scene. Like they're at this like hoity-toity like ballroom, and Sailor and Lula are walking down these stairs, and this guy just like comes up to him out of nowhere. He's just like, heard you've been trying to fuck Lula's mom in the bathroom for the past hour.
Yeah.
And
keep in mind, this is like literally the big intro to the
Literally,
movie. So
like-
you're like, you have no idea what is going on. You don't even know who Sailor is yet.
yeah, you don't even know, like, you just know it's Nicolas Cage. You don't
Yeah.
know, like,
That's all you
like
know. At
the,
this
and
point.
like he comes up and starts saying all this shit, and like Nicholas Sailor's reaction was so perfect because he was just like, he looks at the guy, he's like, yeah.
like
you
Yeah.
find out later he really wasn't. Like, it was
Yeah.
really, you find out later it was like the mom who was like trying to pull the moves on him,
yeah.
and then she was the one who hired the dude who was like currently in his face to kill him.
Mhm.
But his reaction, like, even though this dude's like, I heard you're trying to fuck Lula's mom, and even though he wasn't, he was just like, yeah.
I think it
And
was
then he
more of
just
like
kinda-
like, oh man, now I have to kill you, like kind of thing.
Yeah, because then he's like, yeah, and then the dude like whips out a knife, like a switchblade,
Yeah.
and he's just like, I'm gonna fuck kill you, basically.
Mhm.
And Sailor just kill. I mean, he brutally murders him. He bashes his face on the handrail, throws
Yeah.
him down these huge flight of steps, walks down the stairs to him, bashes his face on the floor until it's like just like a puddle, and
Oh my
then
God. It
and
was
he's
brutal.
just like, it was brutal, and then he like Sailor's just like covered in blood,
Yeah.
and he looks up at Lula's mom at the top of the steps and just fucking points at her. Doesn't say a
that
single
point
word.
was so dramatic.
It was so dramatic because like
He's
she
got this-
told him in the fucking bathroom, like, I'm gonna fucking hire someone to kill you, basically. Like
Yeah.
she wasn't trying to be secret about it. So
No,
like
he definitely knew.
he knew who the fuck just tried to kill him
Yeah.
or like get him killed. And so he pointed right the fuck at her.
Yeah, it was really. I mean, the way he pointed at it was like, "Damn." He was like, "You're fucking next." Like,
Yeah, like
he was like, "I swear to God."
and like that's the opening of the movie. Like that happens within like I'm like less than 5 minutes in. This happens probably more like
Yeah.
2. Like
Mhm.
it happens insanely quick, and it's just so it wakes you up to the movie. You're just like, oh shit, now I'm paying attention. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
and I also loved that one scene where they were actually talking about like when they each started smoking. It was like one of those scenes after they just like were doing it for a while, and they just lit up cigarettes afterwards, and were having this sort of like nonchalant sort of like conversation that started with them just talking about cigarettes, and then it got like a lot deeper, and they started talking about like their they like tell each other secrets a lot. Like they don't hide
Yeah.
things from each other.
No, they don't. They literally hide nothing.
Like
from
whenever
each
they
other.
have these these conversations, when they're just sitting there in bed smoking cigarettes, they have, and like I just thought those scenes were awesome.
Out of all the scenes in the movie, they're probably like, the most like realistic. Like they were like everything else was a little like Lynchian, like very kind of strange, and like, but those conversations were very like real. Like you kind of like during the rest of the movie kind of forget like they actually like legitimately love each other and they're not just like obsessed with each other.
Right. Like they legitimately like they have like, because like I've had those kind of conversations before with people, it's just like really deep, like really intense conversations like that. Like,
Yeah.
And it just, those were like the super real parts of the movie for me.
Yeah. No, I really like those too.
Yeah. There were lots of scenes I absolutely loved, but I think those were like some of my favorite just because of how like real to me they were.
Yeah. I think for me, the only thing I didn't like about this movie was not about like how weird stuff got. There's just a couple like moments where they're on the road just like driving that I feel like could have been cut out to just like shorten the length of the film. Because like there are a couple moments in the movie I was like, oh come on, can we just like move this along? Like it was just a couple like boring moments to me when they're like on the road like talking and stuff, and I was just like, okay, like I get it. They're driving and there's nothing around them and whatever. Like it's
like the fucking like the scene where like Lula's like flipping through the radio. When
yeah, exactly.
Like,
that's exactly the scene I
nowhere.
had in mind.
Yeah, like she's like every time she turns the radio station, for some reason she can't find any music. I don't like.
Yeah,
I don't
she
know
can't
why
find
she could.
music. Like she can't. Like she's just like flipping through. She's like can't find any music. She keeps hearing like news stories about like people dying and stuff, and she literally loses her mind. Like,
she literally
pulls
starts
over.
having like a panic attack.
Yeah, and she's like, I can't do this, sailor. And she like jumps out of the car. She pulls over to the side of the road, jumps out of the car. She's like on the side of the road, like with her hands over her ears, and she was like, please put some music on, sailor. I need music. And she's like, I can't handle this anymore. And then fucking so Sailor's like in the back taking a nap. He wakes up and he's like, oh, what? And I'll find some music for you, you fucking dumbass.
Well, it was just like you kind of like that's how one of the other scenes that was kind of like you do. They were just like super in love because he didn't even question it. He wasn't just like he wasn't like calm down. Like what the fuck is going on? He was just like okay and put on some music.
Yeah.
Like,
and then he put on music. They found like a heavy metal station, and then he literally like screams at the top of his lungs. Does like a weird backflip handstand out of the
yeah. What the fuck was that? That was it. I like after he did that, I was like, what the fuck?
And then they're just like moshing on the side of the road, and then like the scene ends, and I was like, why does that? Like,
Yeah,
I don't. Like, it was a fun scene, I guess, but like it is like, does that really need to be in there?
It did not.
Like, was it just so they could show Lula drove a little bit too? Like, and Nicholas and like Sailor Ripley didn't drive to California the whole fucking time. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't. That was the only moment where I was like, oh, it's a little. The only part I liked about that scene is when Sailor Ripley did a fucking backflip handstand out of convertible, and I thought it was
that was
badass.
insane.
Because it was obviously Nicolas Cage who did it. It wasn't like a stunt
it
double.
wasn't like it definitely was not. It was like he just randomly did a flip out of his car.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit, Nicolas Cage! Like, what the fuck happened to you, man?
Well, he was fucking 26 in this movie, dog.
Still, that's. I mean, I can't. I can't fucking do that shit. Like,
Well, you don't have a convertible yet. I think that's part of it. You don't have a convertible. You don't even have a snakeskin jacket.
Yeah, so I don't have a symbol of my individuality and my belief in personal freedom.
No, the fuck you got. You need both of those things to be able to do backflip handstands.
After
Everyone
this
knows
movie
that.
ended, I was like, maybe I should get myself a snakeskin jacket.
Yeah, I mean, like, hell yeah, man.
I kind of
I believe in individuality and the personal freedom. Like, come on.
Like, that's all me, baby. But yeah, this movie was just fucking great. Like the whole story, like, has love, it has revenge, like it just has everything you could ever want. I mean, there's so much in this movie to talk about. It'd be impossible to like get to all of it. I think you guys just should watch it. Honestly, just watch the movie.
It's watch it unless you don't like violence, or even if there are a couple like rapey scenes, just to put it bluntly.
Yeah.
So if that kind of stuff bothers you, maybe don't. But otherwise, fucking go for it, man. It's also got Bobby Peru, played by Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe plays
this one of the most just like genuinely batshit
awful,
fucking insane, awful human beings I've ever seen in any movie.
He does such a good job though, dude. Oh my god, Willem Dafoe is a fucking national treasure.
Oh, I love him, and he just like he does it so well, because it's like one of those characters he disgusts you to like your core.
Fucking gross. Oh my
so
god,
nasty.
There's so many like moments with him in the movie, and he doesn't really come into like the last like half an hour. But like,
yeah, I was really like I was kind of expecting him to see him a lot sooner.
Yeah, but he's like
they
at the very end.
they don't. Yeah, like they don't see him until they get all the way to like Texas, and they're driving, and they end up in this motel called the Big Tuna with all these other fucking degenerates.
Yep, a lot of degenerates.
Oh my gosh, that was one of those scenes that was just weird too. Like they had the one guy come up who they're like, this guy, you got to meet this guy. He's a rocket scientist.
He's obviously
and they bring him
like
over, and he's obviously just like mentally unstable and insane. And
God.
And they think it's hilarious. They're like,
everyone's
oh, man.
cracking up.
Everyone's like cracking up, like, oh man, I can't believe these idiots think he's actually a rocket scientist.
It's so weird. Like this, and the guy comes up, he's like, yeah, he's a rocket scientist. And the guy who's supposedly a rocket scientist is like, I have a dog who barks sometimes. And just like,
and Sailor's just like, okay.
He's like, I didn't tell you what the dog looked like, but you can picture him in your mind.
Yeah, and the people around him are like snickering, like, I got him.
Yeah. Like, and they're just
but like, Sailor and Luna are just sitting there just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like that's another one of those weird characters that like, why was he even in the movie? Like,
yeah, so many weird things.
You never see so him many
again. There's a lot of like jarring scenes too that are like just the way they're cut. We'll go from like someone having just a regular fucking conversation to someone with their face directly in front of the camera and screaming.
Yeah.
So like, definitely don't watch this if you're like, I don't know, like there's like. I was like not paying attention, but I was like more relaxed because someone would be having conversation. I'm like, okay, yeah, just watching a regular movie. Then all of a sudden it's like,
I know. I mean, I guess that's just David Lynch for you. Like, I mean, like I've seen Twin Peaks and stuff. So like, you know, Twin Peaks is, if you ever seen it, is like pretty fucking strange.
Yeah, that's true.
But this movie was something else. Like, I don't know. But I personally loved it. Like I thought it was
awesome.
I'll probably buy this movie.
Oh yeah, like if I found like a poster of this movie somewhere, I would buy it in 2 seconds.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I'll probably get one like after we were done recording. Like I don't know, it was just really great. It was really fun. It was really like heartwarming. It was suspenseful. It had like every single feeling you could feel. A
little bit of everything.
Yeah, during a movie, it just like it had it all. Like happy moments, sad moments, scary moments, thrilling moments, like everything was in this movie. Fucking watch this movie, please.
yeah, you're in for a fucking adventure.
Even if you just want to see what young Nicolas Cage is all about, because Nicolas Cage gets a pretty bad rap nowadays.
That's true.
And I think he kind of did it to himself. Like, I'm not just saying everyone just thinks he's weird for no reason. Like, he's definitely a little strange, but like,
Yeah.
but this is like prime Nicolas Cage, and he does
Oh,
he does such a good job in this movie.
He also the two songs that he sings in this movie, it's actually him, and you can tell.
Yeah.
And like the man does a good job.
Yeah. And also like all like the weird like Wizard of Oz references in the movie, like blatant Wizard of Oz references were like pretty cool.
Yeah, they were like Lula like had this like fear of
her mom.
She was like, I mean, with good reason, because her mom's a fucking psychopath.
Her mom's literally sending hitmen after them. Like,
so yeah.
to kill them. So yeah, she's a little crazy.
She's just a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Like, and like sometimes there's like a couple scenes where they're just driving along and it's dark out, and like Lula will be looking out over like the horizon or whatever, just into the blackness, and suddenly you'll start hearing this like cackling laughter, and like the Wicked Witch of the whatever direction she's from will appear, and it's obviously just her mom dressed up as the Wicked Witch.
Yeah,
like flying on a broomstick next to them. Like,
that's what I mean.
Like, it's weird.
It's blatant Wizard of Oz, like a clearly blatant Wizard of Oz reference. There's just a couple moments where like they'll be driving along talking to each other, and then it cuts to the next scene and you see them still driving in that same moment, but it's like in a crystal ball, and you see someone's like hand moving over it,
and then the scene ends.
And you're like, what? And then like there's another scene where Lula's in this room, and like she has this really uncomfortable moment with Bobby Peru, and she like clicks her heels to like go home. Oh, I'm not even gonna talk about that.
Fuck that scene.
Oh my god, not about it. But yeah, it's just like the whole movie is just like this weird Wizard of Oz movie. It's like their road from North Carolina, to California is like the
it's North Dakota. Everyone knows that.
Jesus. Like the whole road they take, like that's the yellow brick road. Her mom is the Wicked Witch of the East or whatever, and like Bobby Peru is like the wizard because he like promises all these things. You know, he tells Sailor like he can get him like all this money, but he really like can't. And so like there's like all like these weird symbolic moments in the movie that like line up with Wizard of Oz, and I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool. I thought it was kind of interesting.
It's something that's really like interesting about the movie to me, but I would see how it would just bother the fuck out of some other people.
Yeah, like if you're the kind of person like we said, like who likes like, you know, an Avengers type movie, which is like fine, you know, you just like you like to sit down, you like to be entertained, and there's no symbolic things or whatever, you know, you're just kind of like, yeah, this is a movie. It's cool. Like you'll see that and be like, what the fuck? Like what the hell was that? Like why is there a witch? The fuck is the witch doing? Why is there a witch?
Especially the fucking
movie.
The ending. The only time she ever has anything to do with the movie is at the very end.
Who?
Like the Wizard of Oz references. Like that's the only time it ever makes an actual difference in the movie is at the very, very end.
Oh yeah, like when you see the Wizard of Oz references, like they're not like interacting with them. Like if you see like the mom dressed up as the Wicked Witch, like they're just there. Like no one's talking to them. But in the very end, the Good Witch comes down, and that's when Sailor actually talks. I'm not even gonna I'm not even gonna ruin the ending for people because I want people to watch this movie.
You should. Like the ending was awesome.
Yeah, the ending was like
I would not have ended it in the same way myself, but I'm glad it ended the way it did.
Oh
and it's
God.
like, and if it didn't, I feel like a part of me would have been kind of mad if I would have ended it the way I'd like would have done it if I were the one making this movie.
How would you have done it?
It wouldn't. Well, you know how he meets up with Lula.
Yeah.
And his child at that point.
Yeah.
And then he just decides to walk away.
Yeah.
That would be it for me, dog.
Oh, you would just
like
cut
that.
It there?
That's that scene where he's walking down the middle of the street
by
himself. Yeah, I would have just like done like a slow pan out. That would have just been it. Like he's on his own now. I don't know, man.
There is something about that I kind of like.
Right? Like I don't know. Like it's obviously not as much of a happy ending, but
yeah, endings don't need to be happy though. You know, like,
right?
It's fine.
Exactly.
People need to get.
I feel like that would have been like that's how I would have done it, but.
Okay.
The way David Lynch did it, I think it worked out very well.
Yeah,
but I would have done it. He just would have just walked away, and that would have been it.
I thought it would have been cool if like Lulu was like on her way to like pick him up from like his last prison sentence, like towards the end of the movie,
Yeah.
and like no one was there.
He just wasn't. He just never showed.
He just never showed up. Maybe like there was like the teddy bear there and like a note or something. But like
Okay.
he just
So
he just
we're
didn't
both
even-
we're both thinking like the same thing, right?
same kind
Yeah.
of the same thing, yeah. But the way David Lynch ended it, I mean, like I would never in a million years come up with that ending, but it's like literally perfect.
It's perfection.
It's amazing. But yeah, you guys just watch this movie, Wild at Heart by David Lynch. Give it a try. Give it a shot.
Yeah. If you want to experience a visual acid trip,
Yeah, don't like get intoxicated before it, because then you'll probably just like give up.
give up. It'll get too much at some point.
Yeah, like at some point you're just like, I can't do this anymore. Like, so just watch it sober. That's just do it that way, and you'll be all
Yeah.
right.
It'll be all right. Yeah.
So I give I'm gonna give this movie a 9 out of 10.
I think I am too. I fucking loved it.
I loved it, dude. I really
It was great, dude.
I was kind of
I-
hoping that like one of us would hate it and one of us would love it. But like as soon as I watched the intro, I was like, with like when Sailor Ripley like kills that guy bare hands, and I was like, well, Devin's gonna fucking love this movie. Like I was like, there's no way he's gonna hate this
you
movie.
literally fucking texted me that, like literally, like, oh man, he's like Nicolas Cage kills someone with his bare hands in the first 5 minutes. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way he's not gonna like this movie now. But yeah, it's
It's
great.
got everything, dude. Like
Everything.
it's really jarring, suspenseful scenes, borderline scary scenes that make you go like, ugh, fuck. Like
gross.
you'll
Oh,
laugh. It's but it's also heartwarming. Like it's
Yeah.
just all the emotions.
fucking do it. Just throw it on.
Just throw it on. Like just go for it. Dive in there.
Please watch this movie. I think it's the highest score we've given out on this podcast.
Yeah, like we're supposed to be reviewing like movies that are like not that great or so, like stuff.
Yeah,
like, pop
and that's what I
culture
thought.
not-
Like, if you read like actual reviews for this movie, it's very down the middle. Like people either fucking hate it to like with a passion,
right.
or like they love it with a passion. Like there's no.
And I
like,
guess we're just those people.
just
man.
like
we
it.
just
Like, I don't-
we just liked it.
I don't know, man.
It was right up our alley.
Pretty fucking good. Like I'll probably watch it again. Honestly.
I'm definitely watching this again. Like Angels in the Outfield, Small Soldiers. I'll probably watch them again, but probably not for a really long time.
yeah,
but
like
I
far
would,
away in the
like,
future.
far
if
away
we-
in the future. But like I would watch this movie like after this podcast. Like
Yeah, like
I would totally
I
watch
would-
it again.
Yeah, I would totally go watch it right now. Like I might honestly just watch it again.
Oh yeah, like I was thinking about just like watching it this weekend again or something because it's like it's that fucking good.
Yeah, 18 gets an 18 for Twin Mythology. That's pretty fucking good.
That's
18 out of 20.
That's the best. That's the best yet. It's also our
Yeah.
first rated R movie.
Yeah, yep. The rest of them pretty like GPG.
Yeah.
But tell listeners what we're gonna review next week, man.
We're going to review the Arnold Schwarzenegger film The Running Man,
Ooh,
which I've never seen before. It looks fucking bonkers, dude.
yeah. I think this one. I think it's gonna be really fun. I think it's just
It
gonna.
looks
be
like just a
fucking
fun movie. Like just
Yeah.
weird, like I don't know, man. Like sort of like Saw mixed with Hunger Games.
Yeah,
Almost.
with young Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like, give me a break. Like, this is gonna be fun as fuck.
Yeah. So that's what's happening next time.
Yeah, I'm fucking
Fun.
pumped.
I'm pumped for that too. I do love me some Arnold.
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 the running man. I
It's
am
not a-
running.
I'm running. It's not a tumor.
I am the running man. That sounded way more like German than. That was not Arnold. That was like the Arnold.
All right. Well, that's what's this is Arnold.
Arnold. I am Arnold.
Ah!
Fucking fucking dope. Zarnold, come at me, dude.
Yeah. Hit me up, Zarnold.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. As always, we really appreciate all of you. Like, thank you so much for all the support we've received, and
For realsies.
fucking love you guys.
It's all love, baby.
I love baby. Hey, hey. So yeah, leave a comment, leave a review wherever you can leave a review, or leave a comment. If you want us to review something in particular, just send us a message on Instagram or Anchor, or you can email us at twinmasology@gmail.com, and we'll do whatever you guys want.
Yep.
We'll review it, even if it's really, really bad.
We reviewed some pretty terrible things already, and this is only episode 5, so.
And I just want to let everyone know too that Corey Feldman just came out with a new single called "The Rockin' Revolution," and I think you all should really listen to it.
Are you fucking with me right now?
No, I'm not.
When? Like,
Recently, like within the last like week or two.
oh man,
It's-
I know what I'm doing tonight.
Yeah. So
Did you
check-
listen to it?
Oh, it's so good, man.
It's so. Oh
It's
yeah,
so good.
I can't wait for my ears to be blessed
It's
once
so great.
again.
Love Corey Feldman.
Just such a misunderstood artist.
Yeah, such a great, prolific man. All right, guys. We'll catch you next week. Peace.
Peace.